Dream will make you bold. That a lot of times, the dream we start out with, the dream that we think we see in one stage of our life, will show up later in our life in a different dimension. And it will be such a different dimension that we will not even recognize the dream as the original dream. And one thing I've noticed about having a dream is that a dream makes you different. People accept what is the same, but they eventually respect what is different. People eventually come around and respect what stands out. But what happens to most of us is that the moment we start to realize the differences between us and other people, we downplay our distinctives in order to fit in and conform with culture. Because a lot of times what I've found is that God will begin to show you things about yourself, about your life, about your calling, about your direction, about what He's put inside of you, about the gifts He's given you. But someone will actually beat the distinctive out of you if you don't know clearly enough that I have a calling from God who is greater than people, and if He is for me, who can be against me? Touch somebody next to you and say, I'm gonna wear my coat. Even if people criticize me for it, I'm not ashamed to walk in the love and the favor of God. Oh, we need some Christians who don't check their coat at the door of culture, who are unashamed to be optimistic about the future because you know God is already there. If He is the author and the finisher of your faith, you see what I'm saying? A dream will make you different. And it takes courage to be different. It takes courage to speak different. If you get a hold of a dream, or better said, if a dream gets hold of you from the throne of God, it'll make you walk different, talk different, think different, eat different, drink different, party different, text different. It'll make you different. Dream will make you different. And I'm glad that Joseph had the courage to be different. And I wonder, do we have the courage to be different? See, I don't just dream of making it through the day. I don't just dream of surviving my life. When you get a dream, it'll make you different. You'll start sacrificing, and people will think you're crazy because of what you sacrifice. Even if you go on a diet because you have a dream to lose 20 pounds, the first thing that everybody around you is going to say is, you're not fun anymore. Don't let the fact that they don't have the discipline to eat something different cause you to give up on a goal that you set that's real for your life. And if it's true with the diet, it's much more true with destiny. I wonder, have you been dumbing down yourself because to be different is too painful? And if you're not careful, you will be conformed to the patterns of this world rather than being transformed by the renewing of your mind. Christians are supposed to see different, think different, understand different. It's a different perspective. I always thought that Joseph's life was a story about perseverance. You know, Joseph had a dream when he was young, and then he had to go through a lot of things, but don't give up, because eventually you will achieve your dream. Yet that is a cultural understanding of dreams, not a Christian understanding of dreams, not a scriptural understanding of dreams. And we have a really bad habit of taking a concept like a dream and then overlaying our own preferences and our own prejudices on that concept. And so we make it what it's not, and we miss what it is. Even Joseph's inability to discern the nature of the dream and who was capable of handling it played a part in leading him to the place where he could do the dream that God put in his heart. Because God's dream for my life will involve my decisions, even if my decisions are immature. God will use some of the desires in your heart that aren't good desires at first. But Psalm 37:4 says, if you delight yourself in the Lord, He will give you the desires of your heart, and He will take the desires that you had and purify them, and He will rinse them, and He will separate the wheat from the chaff to bring you to an ultimate place of purpose. But when Joseph started sharing his dream with his brothers, it was all about him. But understand that even Joseph's decision to speak about his dream prematurely was part of what God used to motivate his brothers to push him.
We'll be right back.